Hi everyone, Harrison here from LED Torch Shop, here with the Fenix LR40R. So it's been around for a little while, this torch, and I've had a chance to use it for quite some time. So this will be sort of an in-depth, detailed review of what I sort of thought about it. But yeah, let's get straight into it. First of all, comes in a box like this. Fenix boxes are actually great, packed full of info. You don't even have to open it to figure out runtimes and outputs and everything like that. So it's really, they're actually packaging, they do a great job at it. But inside that box, you get your Fenix user manual. You get sort of a little Fenix brochure and your Fenix warranty card as well. You get your lanyard and a couple spare O-rings as well. So make sure you keep an eye on your O-rings. It really, they really do their job at keeping your waterproof rating there and everything like that. So if you ever notice that they've got a little nick in them or anything like that, that's why they give you a couple spares so you can just replace them. USB-C rechargeable, so they just give you a USB-A to USB-C cable. Nylon holster, rigid nylon holster for pretty much half of it. Does a really good job actually. Because it is quite a large torch, you probably want to be keeping it in there, whether it's on a bag or anything like that. Their holsters, yeah, really nice. Got a big generous belt holder there, good clip, so great holster. But here's a torch, a little bit sort of different in your sort of search and rescue, floodlight sort of thing. So what you get here is a single LED in the middle there, just built purely for distance and spot, surrounded by a nice smooth reflector there. And then you also got about 18 LEDs around the outside that are all flood. So even though they are on a smooth reflector, it is really shallow. So they are pretty much going to provide all flood and not a lot of distance. It is rated around 770 meters. They're really pretty much bang on with their numbers. Fenix, they do a great job at really getting their specs right. So yeah, it's definitely going to reach out that. And with the spot and flood function that this provides, it's a really sort of all-purpose light. Not only does it get long distances, it lights up a large area as well. Now their switches are great. So you get one side is your flood function and the other side is your spot function, and you also get a battery indicator there. So whether you only want the spot on or only want the flood on, you can do that all together. You're getting a maximum of 12,000 lumens. So sort of 1,000 lumens out of the spot LED. And then yeah, around that 11,000 lumens out of the other LEDs when it's all on together. Now, it's running off a sort of a 4 18650 sort of batteries here. It's the ARB L37, 12,000 milliamps. So you're going to get loads of runtime with this, and yeah, you're going to have no dramas at all. Cool thing about a lot of these bigger torches from Fenix is you can run them off general 18650s as well. So whether you want to run it off one 18650, 2, 3 or 4, it can accommodate. So yeah, there are a lot of options there if you only got 18650s, or you want to increase those run times as well. If you're sort of out in the field or anything like that, you don't have to rely on chucking this on charge and waiting a couple of hours for it to recharge up. You can literally just whip that battery pack out, put some 18650s in there, and you're sort of good to go again. Like I said, it is rechargeable, so USB port at the back here, and it also can act as a power bank as well, with a USB output too. I don't usually reach for that. I sometimes forget that it's there on a lot of these big torches. Yeah, purely because it's not the main function I would get this torch for. It's nice to know it's there. It's nice to know it's available. But yeah, it's a sort of an extra feature that yeah, it could be there, it could be not. It wouldn't affect me sort of wanting to buy this torch. Like I said, this torch is really great for long distances and also really widespread. So if you're wanting to open up to like a paddock or a large tree line, yeah, it does a great job at sort of really lighting up a large space. And I found that it did get out a fair way with that flood function, sort of 100, 150 meters, 200 meters, sort of no drama, and especially height wise, yeah, it does a great job. And even when that full floodlight's on, if you've got the spotlight on, you can really see that hot spot in the middle that it creates. So outputs and runtimes wise, with the Spotlight, like I said, you got high of 1,000 lumens. So that's going to give you about 7 hours runtime. That's with not running any of the floodlights. So you get 7 hours of that spot on high, which is, yeah, huge amount of runtime and really, really nice light. When it's on high, all those medium modes, yeah, it's really, really usable. Getting through sort of anywhere tight sort of space, it does penetrate that light quite well. Medium mode, 350 lumens on that spot function. Again, it's saying about 22 hours. That's not using any of the flood, and it's going to stay relatively cool. It's quite a big torch, and if you're only running that sort of spot function, that's why you can get such long run times, because it's not overheating. It's able to disperse that heat really, really well. Then you drop down to the low mode, which is 150 lumens. Again, pretty usable. Might not show too well on camera how usable it is, but yeah, when it's sort of pitch black and things like that, it will be enough to definitely walk around with, that's for sure. And then you got your eco mode of 50 lumens, and that's sort of just in your immediate sort of distance. It's going to reach the ground, and you're going to be able to walk around with that as well, and crazy long run times on that. Floodlight though, you've got turbo, which is at 11,000 lumens at max output of that for about 45 minutes, and yeah, really, really impressive light. I just sort of went to a clearing and it just lights the whole thing up, and yeah, not only like a wide distance, it gets that height as well. So if you're up with a big wall or some big trees or something, yeah, it's going to light the whole thing. Drop down to high 2 is going to give you about 6,000 lumens with about 2 hours runtime. And these runtimes are all sort of subject when it's just on that and not any spot or anything. So runtimes will differ a fair bit if you've got max spot on medium flood or vice versa. So it's more about the outputs. Then you got high 1, which is 3,000 lumens on that spot, on that floodlight. And then you drop down to a medium mode, which is 1,000 lumens. Low mode, which is 350. And then you've got your strobe and SOS, which is really great to see, and all in the manual too on how to access those. They're really easy once you get your head around it. So all in all, it's a fantastic sort of all-purpose light. If you're wondering whether you want a floodlight, whether you want a spotlight, or if you're finding it frustrating if you've got two torches that do totally different things, or you do have a floodlight and you want a little bit of extra distance, and vice versa, if you've got a spotlight that you kind of wish did a little bit more, had a little bit more spread on it, this one's definitely one to keep in mind. It sort of offers those two great things in one package. It is big though, so you're looking sort of just under a kilo weight here. So you're looking around that, yeah, sort of 750 grams here. And so it is a big torch, so that's definitely something to keep in mind, whether you want to be hauling this around all night or if you're after something a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact. All in all, it's a great light. Fenix make really, really great, well-made products. They're just complete. They just do what they're asked for. They will last you years and years, especially able to whip that out and put 18650s in there. So you're going to have no dramas with running long extended run times with this torch. But yeah, I'd say this is sort of aimed at someone that doesn't mind obviously carrying around a torch this big. You're in that sort of space where you have a spotlight or you have a floodlight, but you're after that little bit more spread or a little bit more distance. The LR40R from Fenix is definitely something to look at. So we'll drop a link below to this. You can reach the whole Fenix range, check it out. Well worth a look at all their products they've got on offer. But yeah, thanks for watching this one. Please feel free to like, subscribe. It really helps us out to grow the channel, bring you great new videos of new content and sort of long-term reviews on certain items. But yeah, hit that bell button. We've got new content coming out all the time. So thanks for watching this one, and we'll catch you on the next one.